Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham Om
Nithyanandam Paramasukhadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganastaksham Tattvamasya Adilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Satgurum Tam Namami. Our humble obeisance at the sacred lotus feet of our beloved Satguru, the living incarnation of Paramashiva, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. Nithyanandam. We welcome each and every one of you who have gathered today from all parts of the world for today's darshan and live satsang from our beloved Bhagavan, the living incarnation of Paramashiva, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. We are all set to continue to receive today the great cosmic principles from Sanatana Hindu Dharma, directly from Bhagavan, as the solution to life post-COVID-19 virus. Yesterday, we had the breakthrough satsang from Swamiji, where he started explaining, revealing the Hindu solutions to the ongoing Corona battle and the Hindu solution to life post-COVID-19. And he has told us that he is going to be continuing to reveal the Hindu solutions. Because the Hindu solutions aligns with the cosmic principles. It is the very cosmic principles put into adaptable lifestyle and life solutions for us, which solves our individual problems and global problems. It gives global solutions, whoever we may be. Today, the Corona battle is being fought by each and every one of us, whoever we may be, whatever may be our background. Therefore, the solutions which Swamiji reveals always are for entire humanity, because it is from the cosmic principles, which is what Hindu Dharma is all about. So it is the solution from the source, by the source itself, the living incarnation of Paramashiva. Before we move further into today's segments, we request you to kindly share this live feed as we're preparing ourselves to receive the live satsang from Swamiji with the continuing breakthrough revelations for the ongoing Corona situation and solutions for post-COVID-19, life after COVID-19. So please share this live feed so that more and more people receive these solutions directly from Swamiji. We'll give you a minute. It is high time. The entire humanity has now come together on a single forum, although under the current unfortunate circumstances, but it has come together, and people are recognizing that it is time to tune into the cosmic principles. It is time to go back to the olden day lifestyle where it was completely non-intrusive, completely going into oneness with nature, not hurting nature, and completely not intruding upon nature. And that was when humanity lived at its peak. That was when the Kailasa existed on the planet, and that was when all the extraordinary achievements were given to mankind, as we see today, as the contributions of the great people of Kailasa, like the rishis, the sages, the munis, and all the great enlightened beings and incarnations. So therefore, it is time we went back to the life and age of Kailasa. We have, at the helm of affairs, establishing Sri Kailasa back on the planet as the only Hindu nation, the living incarnation of Paramashiva himself, our beloved Bhagwan. We can't ask for anything better. It is our decision and our awakening to recognize that we need Sri Kailasa back on the planet. The corona is teaching a very hard lesson. And everywhere the solutions, if you explore the solutions being given for corona, it is all pointing to the lifestyle of Kailasa that had existed earlier, right from the early morning yoga. Yoga, the Guru, Paramashiva himself, delivered the science of yoga first. Yoga, as we know it today, is a highly diluted version. And just in the name of yoga, something is being taught. We need to get back to the original science of yoga, starting from the lifestyle of yoga, to the lifestyle of chanting the mantras, to radiating oneness with Paramashiva, to radiating spiritual powers, and to living with the powerful cognitions, which is the cosmic principles itself. All of this needs to become part of our life once again, which will be the one-stop solution for the crisis we are facing globally as one huge family around the world. Our prayers with those affected, with those who have contacted the corona COVID-19 virus. And we take this opportunity to share with you the Mahavakya, the mantra, which is like the kavacham, the protection against the COVID-19 virus, as declared by Bhagwan, our beloved Swamiji. Mahavakya is Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. There are millions of people around the world today chanting this mantra on a 24/7 basis and feeling the protection against the coronavirus. Wearing the Kantamala, energized by Bhagwan, and chanting the mantra has become the easiest way to steer clear from the deadly virus that is going around. So we request all of you to align to this great declaration by Swamiji and protect yourself. Chant the Mahavakya and wear the Kantamala. Get in touch with your nearest center of any of the Sri Kailasas around the world. And it is high time we touched base with the cosmic principles and started living the earlier lifestyle that we used to live, the olden day lifestyle. We heard from Swamiji yesterday through a very, very powerful Satsang, where he started revealing the Hindu solutions, where he once again awakened us to the single cosmic principle which is being violated, which is a reason for the situation we're facing today globally. The cosmic principle being, let us all coexist and let us celebrate life together. Let us all coexist and let us celebrate life together. Straight away, our lifestyle today violates this cosmic principle, the primal principle of the universe, which is let us all coexist and celebrate our life. We have moved so much towards a limited binary logic where as human beings we started to feel that the planet Earth belongs only to us, and therefore we forgot this primal principle which belongs to the multi-dimensional logic of the cosmos. We have forgotten that the whole planet Earth is owned by all the living creatures. We have started eating animals, birds and other living creatures, and we have started abusing Mother Nature, and its other beings. And as a result, we've landed in this situation today. Yesterday's strong message and request from Bhagavan was, please become vegetarian. Please adopt the vegetarian lifestyle. We have abused other beings enough. Please attune to the cosmic principle that we all need to coexist. Any violation of cosmic principle will cause distress to humanity. And then there is no solution except once again realigning to the cosmic principle. The solution is this simple. There is no need to go behind any other solution. Therefore, the need to become vegetarian has become a necessity today, not just an option or a luxury. We have chosen the human birth and we have no right to consume another creature. It is too much from the angle of spirituality, from the angle of morality, from the angle of life itself. Bhagavan so beautifully explained yesterday, karma is nothing but the logic of the cosmos. We keep thinking, what did we do? What did we do? What karma did I incur? It is nothing but the logic of the cosmos. And the logic of the cosmos aligns with the cosmic principles. And the only solution, which is the cosmic dharma to the situation today, is ahimsa, non-violence, abstaining from hurting other beings. This was the clear message from Bhagavan yesterday. Today we are going to share the continuation of it. Please take a minute to share this live feed, because it is through this live feed you're going to continue to hear Bhagavan today. So please take 1 minute to share this live feed.
Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda.
Yes, remember to continue to share this live feed as you watch the further and further segments in this free satsang session. Let you all earn the punya, the spiritual credit of connecting more and more people to the live feed now, where Bhagavan himself is going to appear and continue to reveal the Hindu solutions for life post-Covid-19. It is really needed by each one of us. We need the ultimate guidance finally in our lives. We have done a lot of things. We are reaping its benefit right now, and it is time that we tune to higher truths and started living a fresh lease of life post-Covid-19. So now, Let us hear directly from the Shastras, the sacred Hindu scriptures, about the importance of ahimsa life. Ahimsa means non-violence. Yesterday, Bhagavan told us the only solution, the cosmic dharma solution today is to live a life of ahimsa, non-violence. That itself will free us from any other further situations like corona forever and ever. It will deliver humanity forever and ever from any of these global crises going forward. So let us hear from the sacred Hindu scriptures these verses that teach us why it is important to live an ahimsa, non-violent lifestyle. I invite Nithyananda, our sannyasi, to reveal from the sacred scriptures. Nithyanandamma.
Nithyananda, thank you so much. So, these verses, these pramanas from the scriptures is to tell us, validate, testify that the solutions that Swamiji is giving us is truly from the time-tested science of Hinduism, the science of living enlightenment. And this solution, though it's called a Hindu solution, is the solution for the world at this time of crisis. And its source comes from our Sanatana Hindu Dharma, from the scriptures. Swamiji beautifully quoted these verses himself yesterday, and I would like to chant them for you again. This verse is from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, the 4th Adhyaya. In the 4th Brahmanam, in the 5th mantra, the verse goes as Yathakari yathachari tatha bhavati sudhakari sadhur bhavati papakari papo bhavati punyaha punyena karmana bhavati papaha papena. The translation of this verse goes as it does and acts, so it becomes. By doing good, it becomes good, and by doing evil, it becomes evil. It becomes virtuous through good acts and virtuous through good acts, and vicious through evil acts. So let's quickly see another verse from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad again, in the 3rd Adhyaya, the 2nd Brahmana, in the 13th mantra, which says, Karma haiva tat prasha shamsutaha punyo vai punyena karmana bhavati papaha papeneti. Therefore, one indeed becomes good through good work and evil through evil work. Let us understand this is not just a moral. Swamiji says that his teaching is not just a moral. When we make it as a cognition and start living it, this is literally a solution for all our problems, whether the global crisis that we are facing or the ultimate purpose that we are here for, to experience that enlightenment itself. When we are violent, especially through, even for our food, when the plate in front of us is a result of a murder, then we can understand the impact it creates in us. Every action that we have, every action that we do, whether you might not have killed the animal directly on your plate, but you are totally responsible for the whole, from end to end, for how that ended up on your plate, and that definitely creates an impact on you. These two verses very straightforwardly explain to us and tell us, because our Shastras, our ancient rishis understood the importance and the impact that it created on us, and the importance to tell this science to the world. And Swamiji is again revealing it to us today in this time of dire need, where we really need to act on our actions and change our actions so that we can build our future from the right way. So I would pass it on to Bhaktika Swami again to lead us into deeper insights, to make us understand as to how we can responsibly lead our future generations after this attack, this pandemic of the COVID-19.
Yes. Thank you, Jayananda. So that was directly from the source Hindu scriptures, from the Brihadaranyaka Upanishad, how you lead a life of good and non-violence, ahimsa, then your whole life becomes good. If you live a life of evil, violence, then that is what your whole life becomes. And we need to first cognize this entire global situation has been created by collective violence. Therefore, we have a living situation in front of us. It is not just a teaching. The teaching has come true And we have created this living global situation today. So no more we can ignore the source Hindu scriptures, great incarnations. We have, and we are suffering too much for it. It is too obvious. We are living it right now. So it is time we grab those words in our lives and started living them literally desperately. We are in a desperate situation. There is a global crisis, whether we understand it or not. And it is not just about seeing the end of corona. It is about what are we going to do? That is what Cosmos is asking us now through this global situation. What is your decision? What is your individual decision about your fresh lease of life after corona? We need to answer that in alignment with the cosmic principles. Only then Cosmos is going to life is going to happen to us as a virtuous cycle going forward. So it is very important what is the decision we are taking for the fresh lease of life after corona, which is why Bhagavan is delivering these words as a solution for post COVID-19 life. He's helping each one take the right decision to align with the cosmic principles so that we don't create further any similar situation going forward. So we need to understand all this very deeply now. We're at a very critical juncture as a global community. Therefore, what decision are we going to take now? Each one of us needs to take the decision to become vegetarian. Each one of us needs to take a decision. Now we're going to watch Bhagavan's own words from earlier satsangs. This is a talk where Bhagavan is given on the importance of vegetarian lifestyle. Just before he gave the Vishesha Diksha initiation to a large group of people, one of the criterion of Vishesha Diksha, which is the Diksha, the initiation from Hindu Dharma, for you to do the everyday puja to Paramashiva, formally initiated to do the puja, one of the requirements for it is become vegetarian. And Bhagavan explains why it is so important to become vegetarian and why it is not your birthright to just cut another creature and consume it. Let us watch Bhagavan's words. Please listen to it very deeply.
Non-veg food is a human right. Being human itself is not right. What stupidity you are talking about non-veg food? Your body is not made for that. I am not talking from the sense of moral. If you want to evolve into the next level, don't eat poison. Samayat Vishesha Diksha demands only two requests from you. One, you need to be vegetarian. Another one, every day at least 10 minutes you need to bring yourself to the oneness with the puja. 10 minutes is too less time. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes, I know. It's too less time. Sadashiva is demanding to respond to you every day and keep yourself in oneness. Actually, I don't promote any other spiritual practice. People ask me, should I do this technique, that technique? Twisting the eye and looking here and blowing the nose, this corner, that corner. I don't give you any technique. I only ask, connect with him in oneness 10 minutes a day. I think maximum it takes 11 minutes. Anybody who listens to my words, I will strongly recommend you take Vishesha Diksha and become vegetarian. That will really help you. You cannot compare, understand? Whether you paid some 5,000 and came for NKY or paid few lakhs and came for MSS, that is not going to decide whether you are going to continue to manifest power and live manifesting powers. Whether you take Vishesha Diksha or not is only going to decide whether you are going to manifest powers or not. So please understand, the secret is in initiations and aligning yourself to the oneness, that's all. Initiation matters. Living it matters. Don't try to believe these stupid ideas. This non-vegetarianism, non-veg food is a human right. Being human itself is not right. Understand that? Then People ask me, oh, where do you get protein? Stupid questions, same old questions. Stupid fellows. From where elephant gets protein, I get from there. That's all. Actually, protein can be generated only by plants. You feed that protein into animal, grow muscles, don't even bother it as a life and just cut the muscles for your protein and grab. What kind of a mind? Is there no limit for the demonicness? The demonness? You don't treat the animal as life, you treat them like a bank. How you put your money and take it back? Like that you put the grain protein and take the flesh protein and eat. You think they are going to be blessing you and dying? Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Let everyone eat my flesh and live happily. No. All their curse is there in their muscles and their animal protein. Dairy industry is one of the largest depopulation plan, understand. Dairy industry, whether for the flesh or for the milk, dairy industry is the biggest depopulation plan, depopulation conspiracy. Not that Indian traditional village dairy, they are not, no way they are dairy, because they are not, our cows are not given any animal protein and all the stupid chemicals and any of that. They just happily roam around, grow organically, and the calves are fed first. Only after it's overflown, it's milk, the remaining is milked and shared. So Indian dairies, village dairies are completely different. Don't even compare this and that. Actually, I can give you hours of discourse and convince why vegetarianism and all that. Then I don't think it is a guru-disciple relationship, it's a business. That's the reason. If too much of convincing need to be done, the guru-disciple relationship loses its sweetness and light romance. So, with this,
while he was initiating a large group of people into the Vishesha Diksha, the formal initiation into offering puja to Paramashiva, he was explaining how the only requirement is become vegetarian. And we heard from him how in any which way you think about it, morally, spiritually, in any which way you think about it, it just doesn't come out right that you can eat another creature. And even in yesterday's discourse, we heard from Bhagavan, where he said, whether you apply your binary logic and try to argue that you can continue to eat meat, or you apply the multidimensional cosmic logic and argue, in any way you try to argue, you will never be able to conclude with your conscience, with your plain logic itself, that it is okay to eat another creature. So it is too obvious, and unless we give up one of these, especially this particular habit, we are not going to see a new life around us. This one habit of becoming vegan can give a completely new life to the entire humanity. It is really one of the center pins. If you remove that, then a huge liberation can happen for humanity, which is why Bhagavan himself is addressing that as the first and foremost dharma solution, cosmic solution for the current global situation. So we need to understand the significance of this. So we're going to continue further into the segment. I now invite Manitya Atmananda Swami, Sannyasi of the Nithyananda order, to share further insights into this lifestyle of vegetarianism and lifestyle of ahimsa or non-violence. Nithyananda.
Nithyananda Bhaktika Swami, and thank you for one and all. See, basically, from where we are getting energy, what we are eating is what, from where the energy is being formed. For example, if we eat the vegetarian food, the food has been converted into energy, and that energy is being stored in our muscle memory, and through that only we are operating our day-to-day life. So, for example, when we are having the non-vegetarian food, as Swamiji very beautifully told in the previous Satsang, when we are killing a being, that being will not bless the whole world saying Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. No, it is going to curse, it is going through the pain. It will leave a very strong poison. It will live in its own muscle and the flesh. It is very subtle, but it is very poisonous. So when we are eating the poison, what will happen? That same poison only we are also consuming. When we are consuming that poison, when that becomes our muscle memory, when we are operating our day-to-day life, it will lead to stress, anger, agitation, and whatnot. So now we have completely touched the threshold where we can't even handle ourselves anymore. We can't handle our social life anymore. We can't handle more. So now there should be an end. There should be an end for this destruction of the whole humanity. The very coexistence has become a burden for us. We can't live with our own selves. We can't live with any human. We can't live with any animal. Whomsoever we see, we just bombard. Whomsoever we interact with. It is such a hard relationship even to coexist. So we have to have a full stop for the whole destruction of this whole humanity. So this phase in this COVID pandemic, if the vegetarianism, which will again give a life to the whole humanity. For example, if we see our grandfather's generation and all, they don't even know something called depression. So what had happened after 2 generations? In our grandfather's generation, there is...
I remember Bhagwan now telling in an earlier satsang that even the word depression doesn't come at all anywhere in our scriptures and all that, because it did not really exist at that time. Our lifestyle degraded. As a result of that, only depression started happening, which is why we won't even find any great reference to depression and the likes of it in the scriptures.
Exactly, ma. There is no word called depression existed in our Puranas. So there is something seriously our whole humanity has to think and look upon. Why this vegetarianism? Why the whole humanity has to shift towards the vegetarianism? So if at all we are taking this whole COVID pandemic in a positive way, it is a very, I can say, a fresh lease of life given to us to again live back those ancient spiritual values which our rishis and munis has given to us. See what happens when we have ahara shuddhi in our lifestyle. The very ahara shuddhi itself will give us the energy. So with that pure consciousness, if we listen to anything, or if you just see anything, everything has one lesson to give it to us. For example, if a pet, if you are having a pet, it shows you the unconditional love. So like that, each and everything. See, a stone has its own living energy. It might be a matter. It might not be the degree on which the human being is, but it has the living energy. So each living entity, each living energy has something to say. That is what the coexistence comes. So when we degrade anything, any other any other animal or anything in that matter, when we degrade it, when we look upon it in a low way, and when we tend to become violent and take everything for granted and run a riot on everything, that leads us to the complete the breakdown of the whole thing. This is where actually our whole humanity is heading towards. So now this is the time the whole humanity is ready to take a next shift. This is an opportunity for us to move to the next phase of the humanity, where from the human beings to the superconscious beings we're gonna become, if we take it in a positive way. So this is the great truths Bhagavan has been revealing, and the subtle thing Swamiji has actually, this whole concept Swamiji has spoken in 2013. And I don't know, in much before also Swamiji might have spoken in all the
from 2000, right?
Yes,
from
ma'am.
2002, and not only that,
right from
even if
right
you see the
from-
life of Bhagavan, right from the day he assumed the human form, if you see so many incidents, through those incidents, his own life happenings, he has taught us about this vegan lifestyle. Like, for instance, you yourself told now, Atma, about the ahara shuddhi. Ahara means the intake, food that we eat. Shuddhi means the purity of that. So I am, remembering an incident where Bhagavan, in Bhagavan's own life, it happened, where he was sitting with his gurus, Isaki Swamigal and Mataji Kuppammal, Mata Vibhutananda Puri, and it was one of those sessions where Mata Vibhutananda Puri would read the Upanishad, from the great Hindu scriptures, and she would give the explanation, and Isaki Swamigal would give his commentary also on it. And before these sessions, they would prepare Bhagavan's body with all pure food, like especially the neem juice, the bilva juice, and such kind of very, very pure food intake. And but at that time, Bhagavan used to ask them, now everyone is reading the Hindu scriptures, only why should I consume this neem juice and this bilva juice and all that? Why I don't see any of them consuming such things? Because he was not particularly okay with the taste of the neem juice in those days. So he would demand to know the explanation. And on that occasion, Isaki Swamigal explains to him so beautifully from the Chandogya Upanishad, Ahara Shuddhau Sattva Shuddhihi, Sattva Shuddhau Dhruva Smritihi, which means when your food intake becomes pure, your whole thinking system, your whole system becomes pure. And from that, your ability to grasp these subtle truths and make it an integral part of your life becomes huge. So if you want to absorb the subtle truths, you need to watch out what you're taking into your body, because that is directly going to affect your brain grooves and the ability of the brain grooves to absorb the subtle truths. So our food intake has such a direct connection. So imagine if we're going to consume the meat of other creatures, then what are we doing to our brain grooves? And how will we be able to even cognize such subtle truths when it is told to us? See, the very fact that a person is asking Swamiji today, they're telling Swamiji today, like how Swamiji shared in the Satsang, people come and tell me eating non-vegetarian is human right. That means their brain grooves are so dull and not at all tuned to even obvious truths like you cannot kill another being and eat. So imagine how much of refinement their brain grooves are needed to even absorb this gross truth. We're not even talking about something so subtle here, right? It is gross injustice done to another being. So it starts from there. So that person has to come such a long way in purifying what food they're going to eat. Which is why Bhagavan is addressing this subject in such a critical juncture of which humanity is facing. It has a huge impact on our conscious growth, our living, our ability to grasp the truths, even for us to become human. Because that very question addressed to Swamiji was inhuman. that non-vegetarianism is a human right was an inhuman question. So first of all, we need to become human first. So it starts from there, the long way we need to go. And today we have so many devotees, followers, disciples, and people who have just heard one satsang of Swamiji in YouTube and they decided to become vegan because it has finally hit them. What they're doing is not right. And today, in today's panel, we have with us such transformed beings, individuals, especially in this area of becoming vegetarian. They're going to share with us so that directly from people's lives, we can understand and become vegetarian ourselves. I first invite Shen Paramashivam from Canada to please share with us.
Nithyananda,
Welcome to Nithyananda TV. You're being watched world over, Ma, and your sharing is very precious at this juncture.
or Nithyananda, I think Mahatma Swami wants to talk.
You can go ahead, Ma.
Okay, I'll share. I'm Shen from Vancouver, Canada, and I met Swamiji in 2006. Thanks to my mom, she saw a flyer and she went in to his first talk, and she instantly fell in love with him because she came home and she couldn't stop raving about him. I didn't understand why, because I'm not a Hindu. I wasn't born a Hindu, so I had no idea what she was talking about. And she said, you have to come meet him. Please, just once. And I said, no, I don't need anybody. I'm fine. I'm happy. I mean, you need him, not me. And I just didn't understand. And just to appease her, I just went to meet him. And it was the best decision of my life. I'm so grateful to my mom because he's the best gift I could ever ask for. Thank God she forced me so much. She practically begged me. Anyway, so she followed him to India right away. She went and stayed with him in his Adinam in Vidhi for about 6 months. And she came back totally transformed. I've never seen her so happy, so huggable, so much bliss, and we hardly fought anymore. It was a beautiful, beautiful transformation. And she was already a vegetarian, but I wasn't. I ate non-veg pretty much my whole life. I grew up in a non-veg family. My mom became a non-veg eater because of my dad, because his family ate non-veg. So basically I grew up not knowing why I ate, what I was eating. I had no idea what I was doing. So basically what changed in my life was Swamiji came into my life, but I still didn't eat. I wasn't completely vegetarian yet. I still didn't drop meat, but I only dropped eating non-veg right after I read this book, Swamiji's book, 6 Days to Total Transformation. I just read this and I dropped eating non-veg. I just couldn't put it in my mouth. That's it. I was in shock. I didn't have to do anything. It just dropped, and my whole family was shocked. They're like, why aren't you eating meat? I said, I cannot put it in my mouth. I just cannot. And Swamiji didn't say anything. He didn't tell me not to eat meat. I don't even understand to this day why I'm not eating meat, because that was my favorite. My dishes were all non-veg, but I cannot ever eat non-veg again. So thank you, Swamiji. Thank you. Thank my mom for giving me this book. And I'm so grateful that I can help in any way I can with the planet. I'm actually in the process, my family's in the process to cutting out non-veg completely. Thanks to my mom, and because of me and because of Swamiji, they're almost there. So I just need your blessings to just make them completely stay off non-veg.
Tathastu, Ma. Such noble thoughts and noble wishes Paramashiva will fulfill immediately. Thank you so much, Shen, for your sharing. So what is your message to all those people who feel that I cannot live without non-veg. What was the click that happened to you, which did not even need further convincing? You read the book and you just dropped it. The words that you used is, I could not even put non-veg in my mouth. The mouth that felt the favorite food was non-veg. You could not even dream of putting non-veg into that mouth. So it would be more useful, Ma, if you can share the click, because many people have the good intention of becoming vegetarian, but they feel they will not be able to do it. So it's like even beyond the straight logic that you cannot kill another being. They become even blind to that, you know. So it is surprising, but it is what it is. That is the situation faced by many people. So what is the click that you would like to share with them?
Yeah, so basically, my whole life I was taught not to kill ants or flies and, you know, little creatures. Don't step on them. Don't kill, just, you know, shoo them away. Don't kill spiders. And here we are eating animals. Like, we don't understand what's happening over there. You know, we don't see them killing them, the blood. We don't see all that. So it doesn't hit us. Because the ant is in front of us, we know it's living. But when it's on our plate, I didn't even imagine what I was doing. I was so blind. I was in delusion. You know, it just hit me, you know, that, you know, that is a being, that is a living being like me. It's got flesh, blood, a heart, a soul. Now it's a big click that, you know, I myself am not killing the animal, but it is a dead being on my plate, and that karma. And now I understand why I was had so much anxiety inside. I was having panic attacks. I didn't know why, and doctors, you know, didn't understand why either, because I was healthy. I was playing sports. I was not doing anything, like not doing drugs, you know, smoking, nothing. I was living a very clean life. It was just the meat I was eating, the non-veg, that caused so much anxiety in me, and I had no idea. So I would tell the world to just, you know, do tyaga, sacrifice the taste buds, sacrifice eating that non-veg food. Just eat vegetables, because I'm loving vegetables. I'm loving fruit. This is like my diet now, and I cannot live without vegetables and fruit now. Most of my diet is fruit. I don't even think about eating non-veg anymore. So I just want to let the world know that it is karma. It comes back to you. Depression is real. It comes from the animal. When you kill it, that pain enters you. And I have experienced that.
Great, Ma. And that was a very useful sharing, Ma, because people need to know it's real. It's not just one of those concepts. It is not a concept. It is your life. And you're responsible for creating that situation for yourself and globally also by you eating meat. So that is a very useful sharing, Ma. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming and sharing today.
Thank you for having me.
Let's hope and pray that we finally go vegan worldwide, where it's 100% vegetarian humanity, and we'll be showered if we achieve that. And we are already heading there. Already huge numbers are becoming vegetarian by the grace of Bhagavan and the initiations, strong initiations, where people are seeing, like how you just shared, the direct connection between their anger, violence, depression, and the meat that they've been eating. Once they see the connection, it's easier to drop the meat. So we now have with us a 27-year-old Ma Akruti from Chhattisgarh. Her native is Chhattisgarh. But before we move on to her, we'll take a minute off and share this live feed. This live feed where you're going to see the live satsang of Swamiji very shortly. And let us continue to share this live feed and connect more and more people to this live feed so that they can listen to the Hindu solutions for post-COVID-19 life. It is going to come directly from Bhagavan. He started the series of the Hindu solutions for COVID-19 yesterday, and today is going to be the continuation, and you need to hear it from the horse's mouth. So please take a minute off and share this live feed across all the groups and all of your social media contacts, and the punya of that, the benefit of them connecting to the live feed will be yours in your life forever. So we're going to take a minute off to share.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda 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 Paramashivoham.
Please continue to share this live feed throughout this free satsang segment so that we connect as many lives as possible to Bhagwan directly through the live satsang that we're about to hear today. And while we're on the topic of turning into a vegetarian life and lifestyle, we're going to hear from a 27-year-old Ma Akruti Gupta she's originally from Chhattisgarh, and she's going to share with us today. So to all the youth out there, please tune in to what Akruti has to tell you. There is a huge lesson and learning from what she's going to tell us. Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma, thank you for giving this opportunity.
TV.
Thank you for giving this opportunity, Ma. I am from Chhattisgarh, and I met Swamiji 2 years back. And before meeting Swamiji, my life was like after meeting Swamiji, life is completely changed. But before meeting Swamiji, I was trying so much hard to leave non-veg. Like whenever I used to cross this butcher shop, I used to feel, okay, no, what am I eating? Like this dead animals, like really, but that effort doesn't used to come to leave. Even if I left for a month, always I used to, after a month, if I'm going out with my friends, I will again start eating. So that courage, like, and that desire to leave was there, but I was not able to leave. So after meeting Swamiji, I watched Swamiji Satsang, like this related to this non-veg thing. In there, Swamiji was telling that whatever, like if you are killing the animals, that animal is not giving a blessing. So that animal is going through pain, and that pain is already left in muscle memory. And when you are eating it, that is going in your muscle memory. So I was like, oh my God. So I'm not only taking a karma, I'm also taking his pain also. So I am doing double blunder. So I was like, I knew that this is bad karma, killing animals. So like, okay, everyone is eating, everyone is killing. So like, I was like, okay, fine, let me eat. But I didn't know this other part that I'm taking that pain also. So that hit me so much. And after that, I really tried, like after the initiation of Swamiji, when he gave initiation of Samaya Diksha, then after that only I started having feeling to leave. And I almost but a month I left, and I had a little bit desire to eat one of my favorite non-veg dish. So when I had that desire, so one of the devotee called me, hey Akriti, are you gonna eat non-veg today? And I'm like, no, but I was really thinking of eating that day. And she called me, and then she said, I got a vision that you're gonna eat non-veg. And I'm like, oh my God, how Swamiji is working on me. Like, he's really taking care of me every moment. Like, even if I'm having a desire, he's like, okay, drop it. You should not have it, this one, right now.
Ma, are you saying that you were actually in front of a plate of non-veg and you were going to eat it?
Yeah. Actually, I was I almost I was about to eat, and then that person called me. Like, she's a devotee of Swamiji. Her name is Priyanka Arora. She called me, and she's like, I got a vision that you're gonna eat non-veg. And I was like, oh my god, how come? She's like, Swamiji told me in my vision. And I'm like, oh my god, how Swamiji is working? Like, even if I'm like, when I was going to it, I told Swamiji, sorry, let me just eat once. So he's like he just conveyed through devotee that no, she should not eat. And that's the miracle it was with me. And after that, I had like I don't know, like I just feel that when Guru give initiation to you, the desire automatically left from your system. Like I did not have desire like after that, and it automatically went away. Now my friends also asked that how, like you were hardcore non-vegetarian, and how did you live? Like what was the change? Like what that one click happened that you changed it? So I told about this like pain, like I don't want it to like this muscles memory, how we kill the animal, then we automatically take the pain. But they were not convinced by this. So I just told that when Guru give initiation, that feeling of like having animal, like that desire automatically goes away. You don't have to put any effort. Like I was trying so, because my family they all left non-veg like 7-8 years back, but I was the only last person left, and they knew that I'm not gonna leave. I try for a month, and then again I get back to the same routine. I try for a month again, so the same vicious cycle was happening with me. But when Swamiji gave initiation, it automatically happens. Like it was not a hard effort for me. It was like just I started loving veg food, and now I'm loving sattvic food. Like now I eat with no onion and no garlic. Now I really like that food, and the moment I eat, I feel that they're like there's no violence into it. Like you feel so blissful after eating that. You feel very complete.
Great. That is wonderful, Ma. So, to really all the youth out there who feel, it's a great lifestyle to be non-vegetarian, there is a strong message in Akriti Ma sharing, where we need to feel complete and light and so different about ourselves, which we will feel if we turn vegetarian. And it is so amazing in what she shared. When she had a plate of non-veg in front of her, she gets a call from another devotee of Swamiji saying, I had a vision that you're going to eat non-vegetarian. Is it true? And that was the last instance. She stopped then, and she has become a complete vegetarian. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Ma, Akriti.
Thank you, Ma.
Nithyananda. We have people from all walks of life embracing vegetarianism at a very rapid pace. We are now going to hear from Ma Kin Hong from China about how she became vegetarian after association with Bhagwan in her life. Welcome, Ma Kin Hong, and we have a translator for her. Who will translate her for us? Yes, Nithyananda Ma. Welcome to Nithyananda TV. Thank you for sharing today. And your sharing is going to be very precious. It's going to help a lot of viewers become vegetarian, which is one of the key solutions to the corona situation that we are facing today, Ma, as revealed by Bhagwan yesterday. So please go ahead with your sharing.
钱红老师他说你今天的分享会非常的重要，请你开始。静音，你没有静音啊，你没有打开声音。
Nithyananda 6月份，然后认识的Swamiji，当时呢就是我的身体状况就是特别的不好，然后我就是有很多的身体上有很多的问题，像鼻炎呐，还有过敏，然后还有甲减的症状，然后还有腰椎就严重的变形，就是不能坐。然后还有就是一些就是更年期的一些问题，然后影响了我的睡眠，还有我的生活质量，就特别的糟糕。然后我就是突然间有一天，就是有一个意识，就是告诉我说我要吃素。当时我都很震惊，我说怎么会有这样的，就像一个声音，一个意识，然后在我的那个头脑里就显现出来。然后我就想啊，好像是这样的，因为我的饮食习惯太不好了，就是每天都在吃肉，吃很多的肉啊。 然后我就想试着应该去改变，然后我就是在网上去搜索，就是有关于、
停一停好吗？
好。
I just translate part a bit. She just said that, in 2018 in Thai, she started knowing Swamiji. So before that, she has health problems, for example, sleeping problems, rhinitis, and different parts of health problems. So one day, without knowing why, a kind of a consciousness just enter her mind is that she needs to eat, she have a vegetarian lifestyle. So she didn't know why. So she started to look for what's about. OK， 好，秦红老师你继续。
然后就是在网上，然后搜索有关于素食的一些方面知识，然后就是看到就是王林老师这个分享的这个视频，然后就这样的慢慢就接触到了师父，然后就当时就是正好课程是进行到流食这一个阶段，然后就是从1号开始就是做流食，然后我就每天喝果汁，一些苹果汁啊、柠檬汁，就是还有一些就是流质的食物，然后1个星期我的鼻炎就好了，我当时我就觉得真的是太神奇了啊！然后师父的开示啊，还有一些那个视频，然后我看了以后，我就是觉得那个东西每一个字都吸引着我，就是他的那个分享的。
现在你停一停好，然后sorry. So she said, so she started look for the videos. So she found the one video from Kailasa. So she started the Nilahala Sanyama from the first day of the month. For just 1 week after taking just fruit juice, fruit juice or vegetable like lemon juice, just after 1 week, her rhinitis problem has been cured. So she was just so feel amazed. She's just so surprised. 好，你继续，你一段一段，要不然我记不住。
然后就是我就是增大了我的信心，然后对生活也是看到了希望。因为我之前就是睡眠呐，还有就是身体的各个方面，然后就对我的生活已经很大的影响，就是整个人就有点抑郁了吧。然后就是对生活已经就是觉得自己那么年轻，然后怎么就会有这么多的问题啊？然后我就是看到了信心啊，然后每天就跟着做瑜伽上课，然后就是身体就是就是很大的改变。然后做瑜伽的时候，就是一开始我那个腰是很痛的，但是我就是慢慢的是一点点的跟着做，然后就是一天一天比一天的变化，然后就是当时也很神奇，做瑜伽的时候，就是我的意识当中就是有像那个放那个幻灯片一样，就是有那个瑜伽那个动作像幻灯片一样出现在我的那个意识当中。就是后来我才知道这个就是下载，所谓的就是师父说的这个下载瑜伽所以我就对瑜伽就非常感兴趣，坚持到现在已经有快2年的时间了，每天都在做瑜伽，看到我自身很大的变化。
So she just found that getting better, her rhinitis, she just see more hope and confident with herself. So before she has depression, and really she said, I'm so young, why I have so many health problems with my body? So, but after her rhinitis getting better, she just see the hopes. So, for example, the back pain, all kind of these problems just disappeared. And she started doing yoga since 2 years ago. When she, does yoga, she just sees the kind of pictures in her mind. So after listening to Swamiji, she understood that means down low. So just now she's very happy. She's keeping doing yoga every day. 好，你继续。
然后就是在这期间呢，就是不停的做流食，每个月，从1号开始，我基本上都有跟着做。 然后就是1月份12月份的时候，2019年就是年春节的时候就有去印度上大课。然后当时就是在课程当中，就是因为当时我去上课之前，我就是排毒身体做瑜伽，然后我觉得我的身体改变了不少。然后上课的时候，我就是接到了师父的搭讪，然后整个身体就是昆达里尼，就是觉醒啊。当时我也是就是不停的在那里就是晃啊，然后就是停不下来，整个身体就停不下来，整个就是人就有一个很大的一个改变啊。然后就是对师父对就是这个教学，我就是深受特别大的启发，也受到了很大的好处。
Since then, she started doing Nilahara Sanyama every month. In 2019, she just went to, during the Spring Festival, Chinese Spring Festival, she just went to participate Paramashivoham program. And from there, her Kundalini energy just waken up. So just really, she benefit a lot from Swamiji's teaching. 你继续，还有什么要说吗？
就是在这个之前呢，就是也有过一次，就是我们家出去旅游的时候，然后也有一次就是去吃，就是我家孩子他要出去吃那个海鲜嘛，然后当时我就是也是破了一次例，然后说吃那个海鲜的，然后就觉得那个东西那就是味道就是变了啊，还有就是吃那个肉啊，就当时就觉得它那个味道就是变得就是就是味道特别不好，然后就从那以后就是对肉就是抗拒了，就再也没有碰过肉，就是很自然而然的就吃素了。就是说吃素这一个文化呢，在中国来说就是有因为很大的一个困难吧。因为我们中国人就是以民以食为天，就是大家聚会在一起的时候，就是说都会要享受一些很多的那个不同的食物啊，就是你像我们尤其是在我们老家东北那一块，就是满桌子10个菜，可能9个菜都是肉了，就是1个菜是素的然后就是说我能突破这个，然后就是说也是很大的一个提升。好，谢谢。
Just before that, once they went out for just for traveling for vacation, because of her child just asked for some seafood, so that time she just tried, but she noticed that the taste was totally different as before, and the meat taste was also. Since then, she just gave up totally and become a pure vegetarian. Actually, in China, it's quite difficult to be a vegetarian, especially where the place where she lives. Normally, for example, among 10 dishes, only 1 is vegetable. So really hard. But now she's a vegetarian. For her, it's really a big breakthrough. 好，你可以继续。
然后我现在就是每天就是做瑜伽，然后就是上课然后我就是还有做圆满，我就是最近这2期课程，我就是感觉到就是特别的圆满，然后就是从发自内心的一种喜悦吧，所以我都很感恩师父他的那个课程，然后这个灵性上这个对我就是有很大的帮助。然后我现在也是跟我的家人关系也特别好，原先我就是有一种就像师父说的那种受害者模式啊，就是一种那个从小带到大的。因为我家里面就是我是老家是北方人，然后就是我家里面就是父母就是我爸爸就是年轻的时候脾气不好，就是属于那个暴力家庭吧，然后我就是有一点就受害者的那个模式，然后通过这么多次的圆满，不停的圆满，跟家里人做圆满，然后我现在也感受到了家里人也有变化以前就是我跟我弟弟这一块，就是我跟他说什么他都不听的，然后昨天我也跟他做了圆满，然后我就发现他也真的是改变了他也看到了那个问题，就是一下子他就看到了问题我也跟他说就是圆满这个科学就是师父这个教学方式，就对我感觉我的家庭环境 生活各个方面都有很大的改善。非常感谢。
So now my exercise, I do yoga every day. I do completion. I also attend these two session, these two Paramashivoham programs. So every day I'm doing this. I really feel bliss inside.
Yeah, so she's attending Paramashivoham Level 2 program online, is it? She was part of
Yes.
batch 1?
Yes,
Okay, and
she's
part of
batch 2 also.
Great. Okay, fantastic. Go ahead, Ma.
Yes, and she said, really, actually, she has a better relationship with her family also, because she said her father actually is have a better tempered, is a better tempered person. So she feels that she was brought up in a bit a violent family. So for example, the relationship with her brother, younger brother, she younger brother is so stubborn, this kind. So yesterday she made a phone call, and also her brother realized immediately his problem. So after following the Swamiji's teaching, and she has a better relationship with the family, and she also feel the change from her family also. 你还有什么要分享吗？
没，基本上没有了。
Oh, okay. That's all from her sharing, and thank you so much.
Please tell her, Ma, it was amazing, her whole sharing. And it is really a message and statement to the people living in China that she's a living example of how she moved to vegetarianism and what benefit she has had in her life. And it is possible to live vegetarian in China, where you yourself, shared that 1 out of 10 dishes is what you get is vegetarian food. So here she stands as a huge inspiration for the entire Chinese community to move to vegetarian lifestyle and experience the benefit of it in their life and stop contributing to the overall global violence that we've been committing all this while, which is what has landed us in the situation of Corona today. And so thank you very much, Ma, to the two of you. Kin Hong, thank you very much. And I can see that, she's
Thank
just
you.
continuously flowing with the sharing. It's so lovely to hear her. I wish we could understand Chinese directly ourselves. Thank you very much to the two of you, Ma. Nithyanandam.
Thank you, Nithyananda.
Thank you. 好，金庸
Thank
了。
you. 谢谢老师。
他就说非常感谢你的分享。他说非常感谢你的分享，像说一定是会给很多人启示的。然后他说，特别像你这种，像我们中国人10个彩礼9个婚，这样你能够做到这个素食啊，这真的是非常的了不起，非常感谢。
Yes, Ma.
Okay.
Can you mute yourself, Ma? Thank you. Yes.
谢
So,
谢。
Kin Hong is one of the participants of the ongoing marathon Paramashivoham Level 2 16-day program that is being conducted by Swamiji himself personally. The first batch started and ended on 4th of April, and the second batch started on 5th of April. We have 2 batches simultaneously doing across 2 time zones across the world. And the next batch is going to start on the 21st of April. So during this time of Corona, where we are not able to step out of our homes, Bhagwan has given this lifetime opportunity where he's literally turned the whole situation into a huge win-win situation for us, where sitting at home, we're able to enter into the Paramashivam Level 2 program from the comfort of our own living rooms. And we're having this program conducted directly by Bhagwan. And it's a breakthrough program where it's a 16-hour marathon program happening every day with high intensity and people participating from almost every country. And Kin Hong is one of them from China. There's a huge Chinese numbers participating in the program. And the benefits of this program is at a very, very high frequency. People are starting to manifest spiritual powers right, left, and center. They have dug deep into their patterns, their behavioral patterns. They've gone into their childhood life and they've put their hand inside and removed tumors which have remained with them since childhood. And they've had too many breakthroughs. And it is continuing And while they've been forced to sit inside their homes, this has become a huge opening within their own homes into a higher frequency life. And Bhagavan has timed this so beautifully. Extreme compassion, extreme sincerity towards humanity from the side of Bhagavan in gifting this Paramashivoham Level 2 program to us. We invite every one of you to register at paramashivoham.org. You're seeing the registration link on your screens right now. Please register for this program. You can't ask for a better gift in your life. Anyway, we're not able to step out now. Let's sit tight in our homes and have the superconscious breakthrough sooner rather than later. Please register right now. We're going to hear more about the Paramashivoham program from a 16-year-old from Washington, D.C. And his name is Jan Tuk. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Jan Kin Tuk from Washington, D.C. He's all over 16-year-old. And he is part of the ongoing Marathon Paramashivoham Level 2 program. Let us hear from him. And before we hear him, a reminder to all of you to please share this ongoing live feed through which we are going to hear Bhagavan in just a few minutes on a live satsang on Kailasa's views and recommendations on post-Covid-19 Hindu solutions from the Supreme Pontiff, His Divine Holiness Sri Nithyananda Paramashivam. We are about to enter into the live satsang. Please share this live feed across all your social media groups and keep connecting more and more people to this live feed. It is a greatest act you can do as delivering yourself and humanity from this corona crisis. So please share this live feed. Continue to share that punya itself. We're going to take 1 minute off before we hear from Jean Tuk. So take 1 minute off and please do the social media sharing right now. It is a necessity, which is why we're giving you these sharing 1-minuters in between. Unless we work so systematically, we are not going to come out of this global crisis and attend to a fresh lease of life. It is time we all took a decision to adopt the cosmic principles as our lifestyle once we emerge out of this corona crisis. And Bhagavan is helping us do that. So please connect as many people directly. We have so many people suffering with the corona disease. We have so many people living in deep phobia of the disease. Let us liberate all of them from it by listening to the solutions directly from Bhagavan. So please share this live feed and earn the benefit of it from your life.
I bless you all. Let you all open all your 3 eyes and manifest the powers of Mahasannidhanam.
Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham. Om Nithyananda.
Yes. Continue to share this live feed. And we're now all set to hear from the 16-year-old Jean Tuk from Washington, D.C. about his experience in the ongoing Paramashivoham Level 2 program conducted personally by Bhagavan himself. Nithyanandam, thank you so much for joining us. You can unmute yourself. Yes. Please go ahead.
Nithyananda.
Yes. Please go ahead.
Thank you so much. Yes. So my name is Jagatguru Tux. I'm 16 years old from the Washington, D.C. Sangha, and I've been with Swamiji for the past 2 years now. So I actually found Swamiji when I was sick for 10 days. and I saw a video of my yoga mata doing blindfold reading, and I told my mom I definitely want to do that. So after I got better, we actually looked into it and found more videos of Swamiji, and we were just watching Swamiji videos, and we were hooked. Like everything he was saying was so enlightening and so factual. It was really breathtaking to watch. So for the past about a year and a half since then, I've been completely vegetarian, no animal products, and completely fruits and vegetables. And honestly, I feel that that is the most and the best way to live my life, because not only is it cleansing and helping to cleanse my third eye, but also it's allowing me to be truly connected with Paramashiva and Swamiji. And I'm also doing yoga and puja, and also my mom is actually doing the Paramashivoham level 2 with me. Also, we did the batch 2 and batch 1 and batch 2, so we're in the batch 2 now. So truly, it's just been completely enlightening being with Swamiji. I've learned so many things, and I've been manifesting powers, and what really allowed me to follow Swamiji and what really resonated with me was everyone has these powers. We just need to be learned. We just need to learn about them and know how to unlock these powers, and that's what Swamiji does, and that's what he allows us to do. From that point on, once I understood that, I fell in love with Swamiji. So
it's such a delight hearing you, Jantuk. You're all of just 16 years of age, and the frequency in which you're talking is so delightful to hear. The way you shared that your vegan lifestyle is keeping the third eye so pure, and you're manifesting so many spiritual powers, and your very body language is radiating so much of bliss and piety. And I can see, you're in your puja attire right now, and you're just exuding all the entire enlightenment lifestyle, the very ecosystem, the smell of the enlightenment ecosystem that Bhagavan is rapidly establishing is all around you, and it is so delightful. Your sharing is so important, given that you're only 16 years of age, and how much you're realizing deeply the importance of this vegan lifestyle, and a lifestyle adhering to the cosmic principles as revealed continuously by Bhagavan. And we can see how much in love you are with Bhagavan himself and the teachings. And so what is your message and your experience? What is your message to the people out there who are yet to register for Paramashivoham Level 2 program? Because anyone missing out on this is missing out on a huge opening that Bhagavan has given them. So what is your message to the people? We have this next batch going to start on 21st of April. So your message can be a great inspiration and awakening to those who have not yet registered.
My message to the people who haven't registered for Paramashivoham and who haven't signed up to be a devotee of Swamiji is just completely just understanding, why haven't you done this? Why haven't you understood and connected to the divine? Because that's who Swamiji is. My message is just look inside yourself and realize what you desire to do, because you're only benefiting yourself once you do connect with Swamiji, and once you do be in oneness with him in Paramashiva. And once you do that, your life is completely and eternally blissful. So my message is to understand, and if you desire to live a life of bliss, a life of no worries, no fears, no regrets, just understand and come on and join us, because that's all that we're doing, and enlightening each other.
Great, Jantuk. That is amazing. And we can all see that you're just exuding so much of bliss and completion, and you're so happy about your new lifestyle. Thank you ever so much. Nithyanandam.
Nithyananda.
Yes.
Thank you.
And now we move on to further sharings from devotees who are who have been attending the first batch of Paramashivoham Level 2 and who have moved on, continued as a second batch as well. They're just not able to turn off their two-way internet connection with the Paramashivoham Level 2 sessions. And we're now going to hear from Ma Chitrabanuma. She's from
Kunur.
India. Kunur, yes. She's from Kunur, from India. And she has been from day one on this Paramashivoham Level 2 program. And she's now going to share with us about it. Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma, thank you for giving us this wonderful opportunity. I must say that normally these programs are in December, and it is a real, it is a problem to try and make all the arrangements to come and, attend 21 days or 30 days as Swamiji keeps extending them. But this time around, it was so fabulous that, we have no servants, we have nothing, we have no eat out places, we can't order from anything, and everything is like literally shut down. And I can actually sit here for any amount of days that he keeps, he can just keep extending it another 16 days, no issues. Just sit there and enjoy the program totally. And, actually it was from 6 to 6 and he said, wow, okay, 6 to 6, we can do other stuff in between. And then suddenly he said, no, we're going to have 4 hours extra. We're having more darshans of Swamiji. So it becomes 6 to 10 and then 6 to, midnight. And yet we are able to literally do everything. Sometimes I'm thinking, how is it even possible that, we are cooking, cleaning, washing, everything. And yet, it's like he is literally expanded time for us. He's giving us literally experience of expanded time to be able to do everything. And while they were talking about vegetarianism, I really need to tell you, I was also, a non-vegetarian before I met Swamiji. And when I heard about the healing experiences, then of course I definitely wanted to become a vegetarian because here was something really mystical and wonderful and, amazing. And the way I gave up vegetarian, I was like, okay, let me give up first the chicken and then the egg and stuff like that. But there came to a point when, I had gone for this wedding. I love, this Muslim friend's wedding. And they were going to have their famous biryani and everything. And I said, okay, this is the last time I'm going to touch this. Okay, let me go there. But what happened was when I went there, I served myself the food. And when I sat down, everything looked raw on my plate. I could not touch it. I am looking at everyone else, and everyone is eating, and I'm looking at my plate, and it is absolutely raw. Like such a shock. I could not figure out what was happening. I didn't eat it at all. Obviously not. Luckily, they had a vegetarian section, and I went there directly, and there's been no looking back. So actually, it's not an effort to give up non-vegetarianism. If you just tell Swamiji that is your intention, he makes it happen for you. It is so easy. He just makes it happen for you. Normally, giving up a food pattern is very, very difficult. But if you just tell him that, this is what I want to do, it's so easy, Ma. It is so easy. And one of the great takebacks is, the amount of energy levels that I've had ever since I've become a vegetarian. I'm a proud senior citizen now. I'm 61 years old. And yet I can, do many, many, many things that people my age cannot do. I'm full of energy, and I mean, I'm hardly sleeping now also. So you can imagine that kind of lifestyle. And another thing that, especially for the young people, I realized that the need for deodorants vanish, ma, because you're not eating, the onion, the garlic, and the meat and everything. I used to, especially when I used to come to, hot places, I could not survive without a deodorant, not so much in the Nilgiris, but definitely in the cities. That does not happen anymore. It's been years since I bought a deodorant. There is no requirement for a deodorant. So the sattvic food is so pure. Even sometimes you're not getting all the organic stuff, but it is amazing. And I must also thank Swamiji. When I came here and all the markets were shut and, wondering what am I going to do? And then I get a message on the phone from a friend saying organic vegetables will be home delivered. I mean, look at the way, Swamiji works with you. Organic vegetables, home delivered every week. I mean, what more can I ask for? It is amazing, Ma. You just have to tell him what you want, and he's really, really, big daddy and big mommy. He does everything for you. I'm so grateful to be with him. The PMS program has been amazing.
Yes.
Sorry, Ma?
And so lovely to hear you sharing, Ma. I just love
Thank
the
you, Ma.
point that you brought out. One of the lifestyle points where you said you stop needing a deodorant in your life, because once you stop consuming all the violent food and became vegetarian, automatically, it starts from the very body odor, where you become so non-violent. There is no body odor. Imagine it's so beautiful, Ma. It's a unique point that you brought out, where the benefits are too far-reaching, and it is up to us to recognize the benefits and come and share it with the people so that they get the holistic idea and benefit from becoming vegetarian. Because any truth told as per the Hindu Dharma will have a 360-degree benefits, So it is up to us to recognize those benefits, because the benefits will start manifesting. And unless we share, the people will not get the complete idea and the click why they need to become vegetarian. Because many people out there do have the intention, but they're struggling at some point or the other. In fact, some of them even tell us, I want to become vegetarian, but then they force me to eat at home. They need to understand at that point in time that nobody can force you on such decisions. It's your silent permission that you're giving for yourself to eat somewhere, because nobody can open your mouth and force meat down your throat. So we need to help every type of individual who has specific reasons why they can't become vegetarian. And so, in fact, when you say the body odor stops, I'm sure many people who are suffering with body odor might even wake up and they might become vegetarian. Who knows, Ma? So we should never fight shy of sharing.
It is really true. No, it's really true. I shared this information with some teenage girls, and one of the girls, aha moment for her eyes just opened up, and she was fighting with her grandmother, saying that she wanted to eat, and she was making such a racket. I said, look, this is one of the the plus points that is there, and I hope she's become vegetarian, because that was her her aha moment. Her eyes just opened up wide, oh my God, kind of a thing. So yes, it really is important, Ma, that we do share, our journey also, and how we can easily give up. And the easiest is tell Swamiji, and that's it, done.
And we may think this is a small point, why do I need to share it? It's not like that. We need to share every single benefit, because we never know which benefit will click for which person.
Yes, definitely.
Thank you so much, Chitrabhanu Ma. So
thank you for having me, Ma. Thank you.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you. So while we continue, as an extension of yesterday's live satsang we had from Bhagwan, where he started revealing the Hindu solutions for us, whole of humanity, to live a beautiful post-COVID-19 life. And the main revelation from Bhagwan yesterday was the vegetarian lifestyle, where unknowingly and unknowingly we have created this global crisis of corona because of a non-vegetarian collective lifestyle. And as the first revelation, he urged humanity to please become vegetarian. And we had a series of studies from people who have changed to vegetarian lifestyle with the grace of Bhagwan, and how it has impacted their life so beautifully. And we are going to continue to share sharings from people. We also heard sharings from people who are attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 program conducted personally by Bhagwan himself. We are now on batch 3, and batch 4 is going to start on the 21st of April. So we urge each and every one of you to please register at paramashivoham.org. And before we move on to the next segment, let us again equip ourselves with further information which will help us take the decision to go vegan. And I invite now Jagatguru or Sannyasi to share deeper insights and help us how we need to become vegetarian. Nithyananda Ma.
Nithyananda Ma. So something that I would like to share here, after listening to so many people share their personal experiences, how they have seen a transformation in their lives, in their moods, in the way they're feeling, in their behavior, even physically, like Machitrabhanu was sharing, the body odor, I would like to share a more global perspective of the impact of a non-vegetarian lifestyle, and not just on the individual. So we have a lot of researches which have proven the impact, the effect of the non-vegetarian life, of the meat industry, of the dairy industry on the globe. So this, I would like to quote one of the biggest analysis till date, which reveals the huge footprint of livestock. And it provides just 18% of calories to us and takes up 83% of the farmland. So this research, to tell you why it is the biggest research, it has been based on almost 40,000 farms in 119 countries, covering up to 40 food products that represent up to 90% of everything that is eaten. So what this research is trying to tell us here is that the new analysis shows that while meat and dairy provide just 18% of calories and just 37% of protein, it uses the vast majority of 83% of farmland and produces 60% of agriculture's greenhouse gas emissions. So we must understand that even if we shift out to a completely vegetarian lifestyle, we will be able to feed much, much more people just through the crop feed that we are having to feed the animals today, just so that we can eat their flesh. So leave apart the cruelty, the depression, and all the toxins that we're taking in when we're intaking meat, but even just seeing the global impact of the land, the impact on land, the impact on the greenhouse gases, in fact, even the impact on the water consumption. I would just like to quote another statistic here, which says it takes enormous amount of water to grow crops for animals to eat, clean the filthy factory farms, and give animals water to drink. A single cow used for milk can drink up to 50 gallons of water per day, or twice the amount in hot weather. It takes 683 gallons of water to produce just 1 gallon of milk. It takes more than 2,400 gallons of water to produce 1 pound of beef, while producing 1 pound of tofu requires only 244 gallons of water. If one person, one individual decides to go vegan, that person can save approximately 219,000 gallons of water in a year. So the impact at a very, very surface level of what you would be doing by going vegan and how you will be saving the planet is very, very evident in these researches, especially today when Swamiji is revealing this as a solution for us to cope up and heal from the impact of COVID-19. These statistics, these numbers speak so much, and we really have to learn from them and understand what impact we are creating and how we can repair and mend ourselves so that we are building the future in the right way. So I lead it back to Ma Bhaktika Swami to lead us into more deeper insights.
Thank you, Ma. Thank you, Ma Jayananda. We need to keep pace with the global statistics always to know where we are heading. And once we know the statistics, we need to relook at our own life to see how we can contribute to better the statistics in the right direction. And that is exactly what Bhagavan helps us to do through his continuous powerful satsangs and continuous powerful spiritual initiations. He helps us align more and more and more to the ultimate cosmic principles so that the global statistics starts heading in the right direction, in the right areas. And while we are on this subject of becoming vegetarian, we have joining us Nithyananda, our own sannyasi, who is going to give us deeper insights into becoming vegetarian and attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 program, which both of which are really connected, because the Paramashivoham Level 2 program is a very, very in-depth, intense program that's going on, and all the Hindu solutions that Swamiji is giving us is being received by this batch at a very, very much deeper level in exclusive sessions with Swamiji. Nithyananda Manyanatma Swami.
Nithyanandam, dear viewers, it's wonderful to be back on this introduction to today's Nithyananda Satsang. As we're all waiting what Swamiji is going to reveal about Kailasa's view on post-COVID-19 and a view of the Hindu Pontiff, the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism, our beloved Swamiji, His Divine Holiness, Bhagavan Nithyananda Paramashivoham. And today's topic being sharing about the vegetarianism, how important the vegetarian lifestyle is to experience that superconscious breakthrough. Not just superconscious breakthrough, experiencing a blissful, conflict-free life, what Swamiji calls as a living enlightenment. And like one of the devotees shared earlier today, when you eat that animal meat, you along with that eat all the pains of that animal, the suffering, the pain that the animal goes through at the time of death is all stored in the muscle memory of the animal. And when you consume those muscles, then those pains, those sufferings becomes a part, very much a part of your system. And we have enough sufferings and enough pains to get rid of. Why accumulate more by consuming animal meat? And so from my experience, what I have seen in Paramashivoham, Inner Awakening, in such programs, people are able to, the whole craving for eating non-vegetarian food just disappears the minute you receive the initiation from Swamiji. So I know many of the Paramashivoham level 2, batch 2 participants are watching as I'm talking. All you have to do is, we really want to give up that meat eating, but you've been brought up in a lifestyle where meat is one of your staple food. The only thing that you need to do is just pray to Swamiji and say, Swamiji, please help me get rid of, come out of this habit. And that is it. I can share with you one of the stories, one of the personal examples of an inner awakening participant. He was just 12 years of age. He does not eat anything other than a chicken burger from McDonald's. And he was from Dubai. And he does not eat anything other than a chicken burger from McDonald's. The parents have tried everything possible and he wouldn't eat anything else. Either he eats that or he doesn't eat anything. So, just so that the son gets some nutrition for his food, they used to go and get the chicken burger and give it to him. And he attended Sadashivoham 2016. Now, after Sadashivoham 2016, at the end of the program, this boy, 12-year-old boy from Dubai, he goes to his mother and he says, I don't want to eat meat anymore. And his mother was shocked because he doesn't eat anything other than the chicken burger. And then he says, I heard Swamiji say that when you kill the animals, all the pain at the time of the death, they go through and they don't die happily, but they die with a lot of pain. And that somehow clicked with his young heart. And at the age of 12, just one decision he made, that he is not going to eat meat anymore. And till date, he has not even looked at meat. And actually today, he is a Karma Brahmachari and he is a student of the Nithyananda Gurukul, because he came later and joined the Gurukul because he couldn't live life outside anymore after spending 21 days with Swamiji. Actually, the whole family, his mother and his sister and he, all of them are here doing in the Nithyananda Gurukul and in the Adi. So all it takes is just one decision from our side. And as we all know, what Swamiji has told us, our strategic existence, the ability to will, is much stronger than the dynamic activity and the static matter. So anything outside our ability to will, our strategic existence, is extremely more powerful. So the minute you decide with your will that I want to live this lifestyle, you have Swamiji, who is representing the superconscious energy. He supports you tremendously to make your will, your declaration into reality. And you will just see, you will even forget that you are eating meat at one point. It's not that you will have a craving and you will resist and all that. No, you will even forget that you are eating meat at some point. And it is not me talking. These are testimonies, sakshi pramanas of thousands of Swamiji's disciples who are now vegetarians, just with one initiation from Swamiji. And that's the power of initiation. So it doesn't matter what kind of a lifestyle you're living and where you are living. There was actually one small boy. He was probably 8-9 years of age. And when Swamiji was talking about vegetarianism in Inner Awakening, he picked up the mic and he asked, Swamiji, but the place where I'm coming from, there is only meat. There is no vegetarian food. How will I live without eating meat? And Swamiji said, you decide to become vegetarian, I will come and give food for you. He said, this is my commitment to all my disciples. Wherever you are, I will provide vegetarian food for you. Because I know there are many of the devotees that are in parts of the world where vegetarian food is not heard at all. And you may be thinking, what will I eat? What are the options I have? And really just declare and see what miracle Swamiji does for you. Just because he said, the minute you declare that I'm going to live this lifestyle, he will come and hand deliver it to you. Just like how Chandrabhanu was saying, she got the organic vegetables delivered to her very house. And it's unheard of. And so the minute you align to Paramashiva's will, when your individual will aligns to Paramashiva's will, you will see everything starts falling in place. And the minute you align your will to Paramashiva's will in one aspect of your life, let's say food, it starts percolating in all other aspects of your life. Suddenly you will see a huge breakthrough in career. Suddenly you will see a huge breakthrough in relationships. Suddenly you will see a huge breakthrough in your spiritual progress. Everything, this decision starts, the effect of this decision is not just in the dimension of food, but it starts percolating in every other dimension of your life. And this integrity and simple obedience and simple attachment to the Guru, you will see, leads to a huge breakthrough. Because Swamiji says, all you need as a disciple is simple integrity, simple attachment to the Guru. So with that, I'm going to invite one of the Paramashivoham Level 2 participant of the batch 1, and she is continuing as a volunteer for the batch 2, who's here to share her experience. And if you have been in the Adhinam, attending inner awakening programs, this will look like a very familiar face. So I'm not going to tell who it is, but let's watch ourselves. Yes, please go ahead.
Nithyananda. Can you hear me, Ma?
Yes, Ma, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
So, Nithyananda Ball, this is Ma Nithyananda, and it is a much pleasure today that given this moment to share my experience on a platform and talk about my Bhagavan, my beloved Guru Swamiji. And it is, first of all, I would like to say it is such a pleasure to declare yourself as an initiated disciple of Bhagwan Shri Paramahamsa Nithyananda, because there can be no such qualification or no identity you can carry when you can call yourself that you are a daughter or a disciple of the Bhagwan himself. So Ma, am I audible? I just feel...
Yes, you're very much audible. You're loud and clear.
Please tell the viewers which part of the world you are from, Ma.
Yes. Once you introduce yourself that you are Bhagavan's daughter, there's nothing else matters. But for the formality, yes, that's very true. I come from a small country called Fiji, and it's an island, and very far away, but somewhere somebody from Fiji who loves Swamiji a lot. So what I wanted to share from my experience from Paramashivoham, as Manyatma Swami said, that, living a life in Adhinam. So maybe I can say that I can be one of the best comparisons, like someone you can call like before and after. And at the same, so what I'm trying to say is that after living a life in Adhinam, the inner world, the most sacred place close to Swamiji, and then coming back to the outer world and coming into the inner world and comparing. So what I would like to say is that the life that Swamiji had given, it is definitely priceless. Nothing in the world or nothing on planet Earth can be given to anyone what Swamiji has given us. The beautiful, and when you are given that sacred kavi, like what you're able to wear and just feel as part of him, it is priceless. So all I can declare right now, and from my uttermost inner depth, is that I'm declaring my life as Bhagwan's. I'm declaring Apat Sannyas. And as soon as my work in Fiji is done, I'm coming back to Swamiji, and that's it. There's not going to be any U-turn. I belong to you, Bhagwan. I love you. And so
congratulations. I know you have to share, but I'd like to interrupt you now. Congratulations.
I'm just so grateful to Bhagavan. I'm so grateful to Swamiji that has given me a platform to, like declare this to the world, that I'm the luckiest person on this earth right now who's connected to Bhagavan and who can have a chance to be in his breathing space. So Ma, that's me about my future goals and the only goal. And next, Ma, talking about Paramashivoham Level 2, Ma, like as my Atma Swami said that, the programs that were held before this, obviously there's no doubt that, Bhagwan was holding them and like, how we were like able to be in that space and, like enjoy him and, take his blessings. But what I'm saying is that once Swamiji has started to grace us and, initiated by his Divya Sarira, and somebody who is like, operating from the outer world, I would like to share my experience from that place. So Ma, when the program got announced and it was told that, the time is going to be such, and at that time Fiji was not under lockdown. Like it was still like, we were still going through a minimal like space of going through the curfew timings. And then we were like slowly getting into quarantine or like not a pure lockdown, but controlling our movement. So I got into that space of, oh my God, I will not be able to attend the program because I'm still working. And it will not be authentic, just to switch on the TV somewhere and do something else. And so what happened is, because according to the Fiji India time, the PST time, it starts at about 2:30 p.m. in Fiji, and it is still in the working hours zone. So I was like, I still got into the program and, started to continue with the program for 2 days. But then this thing came up that, oh my God, the employer doesn't know that I'm attending at the working hours. So what happened is I called my employer and I said that, I need to be in the premises for a little bit longer, and can I use it for my personal reason? And out of the ordinary, I was expecting things like, oh, it's only for business use. How can I do that? And the straightaway answer I got was, I think he thought for like about 2 or 10 seconds like that. And he went like, it's okay, Dea, you can go on. Just make sure the property is safe. And I was able to attend the whole program without any disturbance, without any phone call, nothing. And successfully, without any, like when you're living in a household, like you have the noise going around and all, like the whole experience, the whole program was attended without any disturbance. And at the same time, I thought that, okay, these are the times, when the business will be quiet. So it is expected. But that's not the case. Like, how Swamiji says, you just say yes, and he just like pours himself on you, and the business doubled. Like in the times when, I would be struggling, okay, calling a client if you have an order available or a shipment is coming. This is something people are like calling you there, I need to place an order with you. Can you please, and this was like all good pairs. So suddenly my boss was like, what are you doing? Like, have you become, I can see that you have become more efficient at work, but it was not that. I was just sticking myself to the laptop and just just connected to Swamiji and enjoying his darshan. And that was so beautiful. So that was one of the things I was like, Swamiji, this is too much, Swamiji. How much more will you serve? How much more will you shower? And my third thing is that I had developed a symptom of a frozen shoulder. So I was in a very bad pain, and so what happened is, I don't know if I'm visible on the television, like my right hand was not lifting, like it was going minimal up to this high. Like my regular daily function was normal, but things when it comes to lifting or combing my hair, it was becoming very difficult. So I was not able to do any yoga or physical activity except for walking, but nothing like yoga. And really don't know what happened that day when the first session of the yoga session was announced. Like I can demo it to you now, and this is my left hand, which goes right up, like if I show you my right hand, like this is how far it can go now. Like before it would only go this far, and I was not able to do any like forward poses or bending poses. So it just got healed just by one darshan of Swamiji, and just one yoga session. So all in all, what I would like to say is that how, and then at the same time, when I was also doing Pache Patani Vratam. So the thing was that I used to be at work until 5 a.m. and then come to work and cook lunch for my son, and then go back to work and then start with the program again. The thing was, people in my family were so nervous. They were like, "You're just drinking jaggery water and buttermilk. Where is the energy coming from? Like, how come you're so active and moving around, and you're able to wake up at 5 a.m. and you're able to drive back to home, do the work, and go back and lock yourself back in the house?" It was just amazing. Like, only Swamiji can do this, ma. And only when Swamiji is part of your life, you just know that just do what he's telling you to do, and he'll take care of everything. So this is what I wanted to share, ma. And I'm just so blessed. All I can say again and again is, if there's anything in the world that a person wants to live, is living a life of Swamiji Sannyasi. Nothing else matters, and nothing else is there to be looking forward to, because everything will vanish away. And I know that Bhagwan is there. So I would like to share just one last thing, if I may. This is when Swamiji spoke about Kannappa. And then he mentioned about that, when Kannappa gave his second eye, that is what is, you can say, is a sarva parityaga, because then nothing is held back. So what I realized was that what is one of the reasons that I was able to get pulled back into the Maya matrix, back into the outer world, and just even have a reason to come out of Adinam, to come out of Swamiji's breathing space. And then while attending the program, I realized that it is having plan B in your life. This is what Swamiji means when he says that, when Kannappa sacrificed it's not even sacrifice, it's like offering his second eye to Bhagavan and say, "I am all yours." It gave me such a huge click. So at the same time, I'm declared that whatever that I was holding as plan B, which was my provident fund, which I was thinking, there will be a time after 10 years time or 15 years time, it will get mature and I will be living a nice, luxurious life. But I'm just declaring that I'm doing a sarva parityaga of that. And once it's done, like, I will be able to come to Swamiji as innocent and, surrendering to him like a baby, so that there is like no agenda attached. There's no plan B. And this life can only be useful to Swamiji. Thank you, Ma.
So wonderful. Actually, so beautifully shared, Maniamma. Just to hear, your experience of Paramashivoham and how it is good to be back to be, attending Swamiji's programs and back to your life of sannyas. So welcome to the life of sannyas, and you know how it tastes like, and you know what it is to miss that beautiful lifestyle. So welcome back. And for those of you who are out there, whether you want to take up at sannyas, whether you want to experience Paramashivoham, and this is something that I've heard even from many inner awakening graduates, is that even though they have attended multiple inner awakenings, Paramashivoham Level 2 is a completely new program, and the darshans, the powerful initiations, the super alchemy processes that Swamiji does, and also the different initiations, question and answer sessions, power manifestation sessions, the whole 16 hours is packed into experiencing that superconscious breakthrough. So do not waste your time, especially in this beautiful time of quarantine, lockdown, where we are all literally locked inside our own houses. The best is tune in to Nithyananda TV and tune in to Paramashivoham to experience the superconscious breakthrough. Thank you so much, Maniamma, for sharing. It was wonderful just to just hear you share your experience and with all that excitement.
Thank you, Ma.
Yes. Thank you, Vanyanatma Swami. And while we are preparing ourselves to enter into the live satsang of Bhagwan, continuing on the Hindu solutions for the post-COVID-19 life, the recommendations from Kailasa itself, from Paramashiva himself. We're about to enter the live satsang. We remind you that once again, please share this live feed that you're watching right now, because it is through this live feed that we are going to start watching Bhagwan Satsang in a few minutes. So we are going to take 1 minute off now to once again share this live feed so that we connect as many thousands of people as possible to hear these breakthrough Hindu solutions directly from Swamiji. Because as we're going through this corona crisis, there are many questions emerging in each of us. What are we going to do after corona? What next? How can I lead a fresh lease of life? How can I live a transformed life? What do I do to manifest wealth? All of us are planning parallelly on how we can live a better life after corona. And Swamiji holds a solution for it all. He's delivering it directly from the cosmic principles of Hindu Dharma itself. And he's giving us the powerful initiation also to support us to manifest those principles in our life. So it is very, very critical that we hear it directly from Swamiji rather than going to the Facebook and reading it, which of course we can do to keep it as a continuous reminder for us. But first time, always hear it directly from Bhagwan. So we're going to take 1 minute off now to share this live feed before we move into listening to Swamiji's live darshan and satsang.
Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om 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 Nithyananda Paramashivoham Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham Om Nithyananda Paramashivoham.
Yes, and for those of you who have not yet registered for this lifetime opportunity of attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 program conducted personally by Swamiji, we are going to give you 1 more minute to register for it. You're going to see the link on your screen now, paramashivoham.org. Kindly go and register and book your spot at the Paramashivoham Level 2 program. The next batch is going to start on 21st of April. And this is a lifetime opportunity where everything is in the right alignment. You anyway can't step out of your house due to the corona crisis. So you are in your house, and when you're in your house, it's a win-win situation. You just heard Ma Nithyananda sharing how sitting inside the house, attending Paramashivoham Level 2, she manifested much more business than she ever did through online transactions. It is just your decision to align with the higher happenings, then everything just adds up in your life. And I've heard a similar sharing just yesterday from one of our Chinese devotees, Ma Anandini, where she's attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 online from her home, and parallelly she says she's not having any time even to pick up a cup of coffee because her business very strangely is picking up and going in leaps and bounds, and her family is stunned at the situation. Her situation is completely contrasting to everyone else's situation out there, and she is actually now attending the Paramashivoham Level 2. She's on her second batch now. She's already done it with the first batch, and now she's volunteering the second batch. And parallelly, her business is booming, and she's managing both with so much of joy and bliss and astonishment. So please do not miss this opportunity where there's complete alignment. You can sit in your home, attend Paramashivoham Level 2, watch Swamiji's darshan live, watch Swamiji's sessions live, so much more deeper insights than what he normally shares during the public satsang. And you will never get this opportunity later, because once the corona crisis is over, we are again going to be claiming we're too busy. So let us make the most of it now. The batch is going to start on 21st of April. And you have the link in front of you. We're going to give you a minute to register. Register not only for yourself, for your entire family. Because we all know as a family, we're unable to move out of our homes now. And at this juncture, Bhagavan is giving us this gift. The incarnations always deliver what we need for this moment. So if Paramashivoham Level 2 is what Bhagavan is giving us today, then that is exactly what we need. The next 3 batches have been announced actually. Timings are as per India and US time zones. So go to paramashivoham.org and register yourself. We're giving you this time very consciously, because unless we do it at this time, we will always find excuses and or forget about it later. That is how we have ignored the call of our being. That is how we've ignored the words of the great incarnations, and that is how we've ignored listening to the cosmic truths from them, and we've landed in such a global crisis today. So it is time to start saying yes to the right things in life. It is time to start making time for the right things in life. Paramashivoham Level 2 is straight from the cosmic principles of Sanatana Hindu Dharma, and it is going to be told to us directly by Bhagavan himself. And let us end this chapter in our life of saying no to the truths of the cosmos. Let us start saying yes. And let us start our fresh lease of life after Corona by saying a huge yes. And through these very, very intimate sessions with Bhagavan and all the anchors to the Paramashivoham Level 2 program, you will learn so much more about Hinduism. You will get so much clarity about it, and you'll experience powerful processes where you will kick out of your life so many personal barriers. You will overcome so many childhood traumas which are continuously hurting you till date, and you will come out of so many chronic illnesses. And the highlight of it all is the intimate sessions with Swamiji, where he really shares himself with us, pours his being into us, and we walk out of the program carrying the being of Paramashiva himself. We can't ask for a greater gift, and it is a huge miss in our lifetime if we are not attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 at least once, because every single person who attended the first batch is attending the second batch also. And so many powers are being manifested by the participants, and a huge group of people have started moving towards living like the great rishis of Kailasa, where the lifestyle was power manifestation, where what you want, you just manifest through spiritual powers. That is what you will become when you attend Paramashivoham Level 2. You can manifest powers for your career, to get more wealth, to have better education, to manifest what you really want without struggling hard for it, to improve all your relationships in life, and just if you want rain, have rain. If you want shine, have shine. That is how our rishis of Kailasa lived, and that is the initiation that's happening from Swamiji to us through the Paramashivoham Level 2 program. He is conducting this program at such a critical juncture in the history of humanity as a preparation for post-COVID-19 life. Therefore, this Paramashivoham Level 2 is literally a necessity for each one of us. From the comfort of our very living rooms. So do not miss this opportunity. It is like having the right user manual before you step out there, literally step out there after the COVID-19 crisis. And you can see hundreds of testimonials from the people who have been attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 program. As we speak, 2 batches are attending, one the Pacific zone, and actually 3 batches are attending at different time zones. And you can hear all of their sharings from their past life and what happened when they're attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 program and what life has become after that. Search with the hashtag Paramashivoham Level 2 on Facebook, and also visit the HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page, HDH Nithyananda Paramashivam Facebook page, and watch and hear all the testimonials from people who are attending the Paramashivoham Level 2 program. And you can also search with the hashtag Paramashivoham Level 2 on Facebook. It is always wonderful to hear what happened to others so that you know it's real and helps you to take the jump in your own life. So listen to your heart's content about the experiences of people from Paramashivoham Level 2 and register right now. You can see wonderful photographs and testimonials and video sharings from people about this superconscious breakthrough program. And also in these sessions, the Paramashivoham sessions, you get insights into the very life of Bhagavan, right from him assuming the human form, his childhood, his life on the planet, and what incidents happened in his life. What are the powerful cognitions you can get from those life incidents? And what was his relationship with his gurus? And what is the deep learning from that for us? Straight from Bhagavan's life, we have very interesting, intimate sessions. And we carry back powerful cognitions directly from the life of Bhagavan. And that translates into power manifestation. The Paramashivoham Level 2 program is jam-packed, to say the least. It is a marathon program. It has all the dimensions you need for the superconscious breakthrough to happen. Starting from Bhagavan's life stories, the happenings in his life, the autobiography of the avatar sessions, to sessions where you go deep down inside and pull out tumors which are sitting inside you. Physical tumors, mental tumors, and tumors to do with your past. Pull it out and drop it out forever and ever and experience the benefit from it. And you'll have sessions where you have the darshan of Bhagavan. Seeing an incarnation is seeing a sacred geometric form from the cosmos itself. It's like seeing a yantra. The form of the incarnation is a form of the cosmos itself. So the darshans are too powerful, and it can straight away work on your brain grooves to alter them rather than try to penetrate your logic. Of course, through powerful cognitions, Bhagavan breaks our binary logic and lifts us to multidimensional logic. But through the powerful darshans, he straight away works physically on our brain grooves and alters it so that we take the jump from binary logic to multidimensional logic. And not only that, there is no other way to spend time in this quarantine than attend the Paramashivoham Level 2. If you remember, in yesterday's Satsang, Bhagavan told us, whenever in the history of Hindu Dharma, there was a need to call for a quarantine and people were quarantined for some purpose or the other, what was expected of the quarantined people is Shravana and Manana. Shravana means listening to the cosmic cognitions, the cosmic truths, and Manana means contemplating on it inside you. That was the original purpose of quarantine, which you were expected to do. The quarantine would have been for a specific purpose, but the expectation of you in quarantine is that, as per Hindu Dharma. So beautifully, Bhagavan explained this point to us yesterday. And therefore, he is offering the best Shravana and Manana when we are all in the quarantine period now, where we can grab the cosmic cognitions directly from Bhagavan and contemplate on it. And he's giving us the time to work it out within us, where the time is given to do the writing exercises deep down from our past life incidents so that we can come out with it and throw it away from our lives forever. Therefore, this quarantine period, nothing better to do for us than register for the Paramashivoham program and internalize the cosmic cognitions while we're inside the comfort of our own homes. We are now going to watch a very short presentation to help you understand better why you need to attend the Paramashivoham Level 2 program. Let's watch it.
It is time now all the beings should receive Paramashiva. No teaching, no technique, no meditations, no methodologies, direct super alchemy processes. It will be million times more powerful than Paramashivoham or any program I conducted till now. You are going to experience literally Paramashiva intensely from wherever you are. This will be the most life positive happening. Everything is going to be auspicious. Intangible but definitive experience and sciences of the cosmos is Paramashivoham Level 2. This is the most powerful spiritual nuclear explosion. The strong force of Kailasa landing on planet Earth, direct intense phase of Paramashiva will be transmitted to everyone. The whole program will be conducted absolutely based on the multi-dimensional logic. I'll introduce the logic and lifestyle way of existence of Kailasa. One thing I can be sure, you will not exist end of the program. I can guarantee that. Only Paramashiva will be there. You will all be manifesting Paramashiva. If 10,000 of us can sit together and manifest the being of Paramashiva, not only we will heal the coronavirus in the whole world, we will give a superconscious breakthrough to the world.
Although the date said 20th of March, that was for the first batch. Now after that, multiple batches have happened and the next 3 batches dates have been announced. So it is time now for you to register for paramashivoham.org, the Life Savior program during this global crisis. And the program that is going to give you the fresh lease of life after
Nithyananda, such a powerful, firm, strong message from Paramashiva, from Swamiji, regarding the reason, the cause for coronavirus and the solution, where we missed and how becoming a slave to the consumeristic cult and the mass media cult, how all of us became a part, a reason to the coronavirus pandemic. It is time now for us to be the solution by changing, by living a dharmic lifestyle, by becoming a part of the enlightenment ecosystem that Swamiji is creating. It is our responsibility to become part, to live, to change our lifestyle, living a parigraha, living with minimal things, an asteya, non-stealing, non-killing of other beings for our luxury. Such a powerful message. We cannot ignore. It is high time that we live the enlightened lifestyle as part of the enlightenment ecosystem. Not only Swamiji is telling us what to do, he is also preparing us, preparing our body, preparing our mind, and elevating our being to be Paramashiva so that we can live this beautiful space in the enlightenment ecosystem and go on contributing to humanity. Paramashivoham Level 2 is the timely and must-have gift that Swamiji is giving us so that we complete with all our patterns and things that we thought in life are necessary, completing with all those addictions and violence, and being able to radiate love, and not only that, radiating unconditional love to all beings, experiencing the being of Paramashiva. A gift given to the entire humanity, which is a must-have at this time. Let us become a part of this by registering to the Paramashivoham Level 2, different batches day and night that Swamiji is providing for all of us. Our time zone, wherever we are, whichever part of the world we are, or in whichever level that we think we are spiritually there, for every single one of us, Swamiji is giving us this gift. Paramashiva is giving us this gift. So register yourself and do not miss. The next batch is starting on April 21st. Paramashivoham.org/level 2. And the way the program is designed and the entire gift of Sri Kailasa, Swamiji is giving. Today I would like to share an experience of Sri Nithya Pushpalochanananda, how he is experiencing just one dimension of the program and what level of completion and depth it has given. So do not miss this greatest opportunity and a must-have program that we need to attend to become a part of the solution to planet Earth. Paramashivoham Level 2. Register yourself at paramashivoham.org/level 2 and let us now hear from Sri Nithya Pushpalochanananda. Thank you, Nithyananda.
Nithyananda. My name is Sri Nithya Pushpalochanananda, and today I'm going to talk, to share my impressions of the Paramashivoham Level 2 program. Today is 11 of April, and right now we're still like halfway through the day, and Swamiji, today we're going to get initiated in the Sodasi mantra. We're going to get the Sodasi initiation, and as part of the Sodasi initiation, Swamiji told us to draw the Sri Yantra, the Sri Chakra, and here's what I drew. So, and this with a ruler, a pen, and countless times of erasing with a rubber. And Swamiji, very interesting, he had drew this. This is an exact replica of what Swamiji had drew when he was, I don't know, like 10, 11 years old, when he had the darshan of Devi, I think, Devi Parasakti and the Sri Chakra. okay, this needs some lemon, I guess, to be cleaned. And my understanding is that when you see how Swamiji as a child grew up, is that he was systematically prepared to be a guru. It's like taking a prodigy child, you know, this child prodigy children who play piano for 5 years old and are like, you know, play, you know, unbelievable things, and then you get this child and you put them with the best teachers. This was Swamiji, this was the situation with Swamiji in terms of being enlightened and guiding other people, guiding humanity. So this is why again and again I see this genius way of how the program is structured, you know, like from left and right you are given, like in the morning we got completion with Mother, and Swamiji got the Sri Chakra, the Sri Yantra Darshan out of Devi. So Swamiji, like we completed with our Mother. Then Swamiji introduced the Devi, his Devi experience. Then he introduces the Yantra, the Sri Chakra. Then he puts us to draw it. He tells us we have to draw in order for us to imbibe more about and think about and internalize more about the Sri Chakra. And now we're going to have the Sodas initiation. What happened is that in the previous Paramashivoham 2, which I was a participant, now I'm a volunteer, we didn't have the Sodas initiation. So it's like spontaneously, as happens with enlightened beings, he introduces this segment in the program of the Sri Chakra initiation, and the whole day is structured very specifically to lead to that point. Like Swamiji leaves nothing in chance. It's nothing in luck, you know. It's everything really structured and really, really in detail. And you get to understand. You can understand that only when you really participate and you start scratching your head. You realize that this is a very detailed program. It may seem that you know, I'm going to have an initiation on the day of the day, but you're getting prepared step by step by step by step, and by the end of the day, you get something that you are unable to. You get an experience that gets bolted into you. Like already, I really feel the heat in my throat and my chest, and I'm drinking lots. I don't know how much water I have drunk. Like Swamiji is very. It's like the initiation is already started, you know. So a very powerful experience again, and transformative experience, and that aims to transform us to something that we cannot even imagine, to become something we cannot even imagine. Because if you go to a guru to become something that you can visualize, then it's inside your understanding, your perspective. If you go to a guru and he manages to take you somewhere you couldn't even visualize, a total transformation, like how, I don't even know how I am operating this way so differently that I used to operate. This is the work of incarnation. So I suggest all of you to participate in this program. Don't miss any of the initiations Swamiji does. They're very powerful. And if you want to go beyond yourself, you know, beyond even your scope, then you don't have another choice. It's not, you cannot, there's no possibility you cannot find, that you can find something else as an alternative. So far I'm very happy and I savor every minute, really. So this is it. Thank you. And for whatever you may want to ask, you can contact me on Facebook. I will put also my Facebook address. And you can also ask here on YouTube or on Facebook. So, thank you. Nithyananda.